Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another top 5 video. In today's video, I'm going to be covering my top 5 favorite pieces that I wore in September 2021. Well, it's that time, guys. We've now crossed over to October, so of course, I've got to cover my top 5 favorite pieces that I wore last month. Now, as always, these 5 pieces that are from my wardrobe aren't in any particular order once they're in the top 5. Item number 5 isn't going to be better or more worn or more loved than item number 1. I mean, maybe it is by circumstance, but it's not graded that way. I'm just going to be talking about 5 pieces that I've worn during the month because, oh well, it's a fun little video to do for a top 5 video. That's basically it. That basically sums up the top 5 video, guys. Let's dive straight in. Let's jump into and have a look at piece number 5. So piece number 5, guys, is actually going to be a really cheap pair of pants that I picked up a couple of years back and that I've been wearing a lot over the past month because my my occupation requires me to work 2 days from home. They simply don't have the office space to house everyone in the role, so we have to work 2 days from home. And during those 2 days, of course, I'm working in a comfy working from home outfit, which includes a nice pair of sweats. And the pair that I have been wearing recently and in September a lot is these cross-colored sweatpants. I picked these up, I think, from Culture Kings because I was going through their pants, checking to see what brands they had in, and they had these super cheap. I know of Cross Colors because of their presence in a lot of 90s hip-hop, 90s TV. Like, you see it appear quite a few times in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You see a lot of 90s hip-hop artists in their album covers wearing the brand. They're most notably known for their color palette that they use. I'll try and highlight it the best I can. I'll obviously showcase them on body as well. As you can see, it has a mix of a green panel, black panel, and red panel to make this tri-colored pair of sweats. I really like them for their incredibly baggy fit, and I think I picked these up from Culture Kings for like 10 bucks, and they're a size 2XL. I think it was literally one of those things where it was just the last size, they wanted to get rid of them, so I picked them up hella cheap. I really like them, and by coincidence, I actually picked up a pair of Jordan 1s which match them in color scheme, and sometimes I like to do that. I like to combine them. I like to wear the cross-colored sweatpants here with the Jordan 1s. I'll just quickly bring them up to showcase them to you. Here they are. So I love to wear these bad boys with the sweats because look, oh, what do you know, the colors match. So for a nice relaxed Sunday outfit, I like to chuck on the cross-colored sweats with these Jordan 1s if I have to go out to the store or something. It just worked out really well. This wasn't intentional, by the way. I did not buy these sweats because I had these or vice versa. It's just funny how things, you know, align like that. But yeah, this is going to be piece number 5, guys. I wore this heaps in September. Absolutely love these. I'd love to pick up more from Cross Colors, but the pieces that I'm keen on, which are the leather jackets, they are expensive, but I love them, but I cannot afford them. Anyway, guys, I will showcase to you the Cross Colors sweats on body now. So here they are showcased on body, guys. I'll back away as far as I can. Panels fully split between the colors there. If I'm wearing these, I'm wearing the most basic colored upper piece because, I mean, look how loud these are. I mean, I say look how loud these are and it's just 3 colors, but you don't really want to wear something with this many colors and then something too crazy on top. And I mean, as I said, it's something that I'd wear on a Sunday, working from home. So even though I'm working from home, I still like to try and like style them up a little bit, but they are very comfortable. I definitely would be looking to pick up more cross-colored stuff in the future, but yeah, it's all dependent on price, honestly. But I think these sweats are awesome. I love them. I love the colors on them. And yeah, as I mentioned, by coincidence, I have a pair of Jordan 1s that match the color scheme. So if I need to go out and about, chuck them on, get them matching. But yeah, an awesome pair of sweats. Love to know how you guys feel about them. This is going to be piece number 5, the cross-colored, tri-colored sweats. Now moving into piece number 4, this piece, well, it's a classic, I wear it all the time, and it's my favorite cut of Levi's pants. What we have at piece number 4 is a simple black pair of 501s. Now I know recently, over the past 1 to 2 years, straight leg cut pants have been a huge trend. Levi's has become a huge trend, especially vintage Levi's, and the 501s are on trend at the moment. Everyone loves them. They're an awesome pair of jeans. How I fell in love with them was around the 2016 to 2017 time period. That was when I was really getting into streetwear. Because, you know, I got into sneakers around 2015, 2016, and I was like, well, you can't just wear sneakers without the outfit, you got to wear the outfit. So that's where I got into streetwear, and I could never find jeans that I really liked because I felt like they never fit me properly. And that was until I stumbled upon the Levi's 501s, and I fell in love with them because their straight fit just worked really, really well with my body type. I'm unfortunately a little bit big in the thighs, a little bit thick, and it doesn't make it easy with a Levi's because a lot of their models are quite tight in that area. I would love to drop like 10-15 kilos and then fit into all those other models and other brands as well, but I've kind of like cemented myself into the Levi's 501s at the moment. But I'm loving them, man. They work really well because of their straight fit. The portions are more catered towards wider, bigger looking shoes and wider and bigger looking upper pieces as well, which is literally majority of my wardrobe. So I mean, as you can see, the Jordan 1 is quite a large shoe, quite a thick shoe, so that works really well when you have straight-legged looking pants, because the proportions all match up. Wide shoe with wide pants. So I mean, these pants here, they just work well with so much of my wardrobe, so much to my body type. It's literally like the perfect pants to me. If you guys have any other recommendations for other brands that do straight leg jeans that are quite close to the 501s, I would love to hear your recommendations in the comment section below, because I'm like broadening my horizons. Definitely want to have a look at some other denim to see how it all compares. But I was wearing the hell out of these every time I was going out, wearing streetwear outfits. I was wearing the 501s in September, loved them. They had to get a spot on today's video, and they're gonna go at piece number 4. Now, I'm sure you've seen how the 501s look, but I do like to show how every piece looks on body. So let's chuck these 501s on and see how they look. And here we are with the 501s on. I mean, how could I showcase it? They're straight fitting. They're all black. They obviously come in various other colors as well. I've got them in a blue. I don't know if they do anything crazier than that. I know that Tyler collaborated with Levi's for 501's Day and did a polka dot pair, which was sick. But yeah, if you're like on the bigger side of I guess fits, and you've got thicker thighs, thicker around here, just thick all round, I would suggest the 501s. This gives you a slightly baggier fit. I mean, there's probably other alternatives and more wider fitting silhouettes that you could also go for. This is like, I guess, ground zero, like the best introductory pair to go with. I've loved them for years. I'll definitely be picking up more. I've got quite a few pairs in my wardrobe. I'd love to hear any recommendations, as I mentioned before, if you've got any other straight leg fitting jeans, but these are definitely my favorite so far. Maybe in the future I'll change that to a different fitting pair, but these are sick. I wore them heaps in September, and these are definitely going to go as 4. Now for piece number 3, guys, it is going to go to a knit. I love knits, fitted, oversized, huge graphics on them, whatever. I'm actually more on board if there's a huge graphic on them. I love it. It's just so cool. Yeah, it's going to go to a knit, a Supreme knit in particular. This knit I wore in those 3 days when I had to go into the office. Whenever it was cold, I would simply chuck this knit over the top of my button-up t-shirt, mainly because this knit sweater that Supreme has done, it is done with 100% wool, and it is the most scratchiest wool ever, I swear to God. Like, it's almost turned me off picking up other knits that Supreme has released because I'm worried it'll be the same result. What I put out for piece number 3 is the Supreme Yohji Yamamoto knit that they released a couple seasons ago. I can't remember which season in particular. This was one of the pieces that obviously released in the Yohji Yamamoto collaboration, which I love quite a few pieces from, and I'm still looking to pick up quite a few from today. I picked this one up in a large, but I gotta say it is quite an oversized fit, but it isn't really long. It is quite wide, but it is quite short at the same time. Obviously nowhere near as short as like a Raf Simons knit or something like that, but not as short as I was expecting, because I have quite a few, I guess, large, extra large knits that are quite long, and this one kind of threw me off because I guess it's my first ever knit that is shorter. It is 100% wool. I really like wearing it over the top of a button-up tee. I kind of regret buying it in a large. I kind of wish I bought it in an extra large, chuck it over the top of hoodies. The only downside of this knit, I would probably say, is the material and also just a really tight neck. When you wear this, you'll be kind of like, ooh, geez, I mean, wow. I mean, at least I am when I'm wearing this large. Maybe the extra large would change that up, but I feel like this is it's quite tight around the collar area. But yeah, let me know how you feel about this knit. I'm putting it at piece number 3. Let's chuck it on and I'll showcase it to you guys on body. Well, actually, it's not as bad as I made it out to seem. I remember it being a lot worse than it actually is, but now having it on body, it's actually not as bad of a material choice as I thought it was. As you can see, I mean, when I say quite short, so I am 6'5". It fits me just below the waist, because there's my waistline, so it's like a couple inches below my waistline. I have a lot of knits that go quite far down, so maybe it's just my standard of having quite long knits. It's made me feel this way. I really like the graphic on the front of it. It features, I think it is a Japanese flower, unsure which one it is. Yohji Yamamoto has featured quite a few knits, quite a few pieces with flower graphics like this before. His new season, his autumn-winter, I think it's 2021 or 2022 season, features a lot of flower graphic pieces that I love, would love to pick up. But if you know Yohji Yamamoto, those prices are pretty high up there. But I mean, he's a designer label. You kind of expect that to happen. So this is probably one of the few times that I will ever own a Yohji piece. Because it's in collaboration with Supreme, so it was a lot cheaper. But yeah, I mean, I really like the piece. You kind of get comments from people when they look at the back of it, because the tag is obviously on the back. You know, some people are like, oh man, is it inside out because the tag's on the back? It is what it is, but I really like it. I wore it heaps in September, and I probably won't be wearing it the closer we get to the end of the year, because that'll be summer down here in Australia. But love this piece, love the collaboration, would love to pick up more of it. It's just quite expensive though. But yeah, it is going to go as piece number 3 in this video. For piece number 2, guys, it is going to go to an artist hoodie. And I know, instantly, the first hoodie that you're thinking of, well, it's not that hoodie. It's not that one. What we have at number 2 is the Champion Reverse Weave Injury Reserve hoodie for their debut album, which is self-titled. I absolutely love Injury Reserve. I've been listening to them since Floss, since that mixtape. And in September, they recently released their sophomore album, which is titled By the Time I Get to Phoenix. I've been loving that album. I didn't buy the clothing merch this time around. I did manage to snag a vinyl, but instead of buying the merch for their sophomore album, in that month, I've been wearing their debut album's merch, and I absolutely love this hoodie. It obviously features the album artwork in a very minimalistic art style. And how did they do the laser that is showcased on the artwork? Well, they decided to chuck a little 3M patch onto the artwork here to do the laser that is showcased in the album artwork there. I think that's a creative and smart way of doing it. I love this hoodie. I used to wear it all the time on the channel, but ever since I obviously bought more hoodies, I've been wearing it less and less. But September, it got a lot of wear, and I'm gonna put it at piece number 2. I'll showcase it to you on body, but it is very much just like a normal Champion reverse weave, but I'll show it to you. Let's dive in and have a look at it. Well, see, I mean, there we go. Like, it's not anything too crazy or too special. It's just a very simple Champion hoodie, which I didn't even know when I initially first took it out of the box when I unboxed it on the channel, because It doesn't have any Champion tags on it. The only thing that really showcases that it's Champion is the branding that's on the wrist there, which I normally have covered up by the well, the wrist of the hoodie anyway. So yeah, here it is here. I'll walk slightly closer up to the camera so you guys can see the artwork. It perfectly sits on the chest there. The 3M strip is being lit up by my light so you can see it there. I think it looks awesome. The color is awesome. I will love this hoodie forever. One of my favorite pieces, and I'm really glad that I picked it up when their debut album dropped way back in, what was it, 2019? I love it. I personally love it, and obviously it is missing one of its members now, which I think was there. I think Groggs was there. Rest in peace. I love this piece, and I probably will wear it quite a bit into October because I'm still listening to their sophomore album. Absolutely love the album, and it's just a really nice color. Really nice piece, guys. But here it is. Here is piece number 2, the Injury Reserve self-titled Champion hoodie. And drum roll please, guys. What's piece number 1 gonna be? Well, it's another artist hoodie. And yes, it's that one. It's the one that's appeared in quite a few of these, but I love it. Every single time it gets beaten up, it just looks better. It's comfy, pretty low quality, but it's comfy. For piece number 1, guys, it has appeared in quite a few episodes by now. We have the Kids See Ghosts Gildan hoodie. Unfortunately printed on a Gildan. I wish it was printed on something a little bit more higher quality. This album artwork was done by Takashi Murakami, and then the hoodie itself was designed by Mr. Virgil Abloh himself, and it's basically a 4-man collaboration. Kid Cudi, Kanye, Takashi Murakami, and Virgil. It's the big 4. Yeah, it's an awesome piece. No graphic on the back of it. Color is quite nice and suits the album artwork really, really well. Just a really nice, simple piece. It's the only piece that I have that is colored like this, like not including the graphic. This is the only one that I have. But yeah, it's definitely one of my most worn pieces, and I wear it all the time. And I had to make September's list. I hate to do repeats, but I was wearing the hell out of it, guys. So yeah, I'll chuck it on and showcase it to you on body so you guys can have an idea of how this hoodie looks. I always say it though, the fit on this thing is really, really nice. It doesn't stick to the body. It's wide in everywhere it needs to be. The hood is a good size, and I'm a big-headed fella. I mean, Kanye definitely picked a really good blank. As I'm always saying, if Gildan did this exact cut, but just a little bit thicker, higher GSM, it would be a killer in the industry. Like, I know Kanye's doing the Yeezy Gap hoodie and calling it like the best hoodie ever made. I don't know, man. You make these a little bit thicker, and I honestly think these are going to be like, it could be one of the best hoodies. I think the fit is just perfect. It's awesome. It comes in so many colors. It's sick. It's honestly awesome. I love the album artwork. I love the album as well. I was recently listening to the Wyoming Session albums, and I mean, I'd have to say this is easily the best one, or Daytona. It's probably the close second, if not the best. But yeah, I was loving this piece. I wear it all the time. You obviously see me wearing it on the channel. There's no surprise there. But yeah, all around an awesome piece. And it was going to get number 1. It wasn't the most worn that month, but definitely was in the top 5. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the hoodie, guys, or on any of the pieces that I've showcased in this video down in that comment section below. But that is it, guys. That is my top 5 favorite pieces that I wore in September of 2021. I showcased them to you off body and on body, so now you guys know what they all look like. I would love to hear what you guys were wearing in September. What was your top 5 favorite pieces? Were any of them coincidentally the pieces that I was wearing? Probably not. I mean, maybe the Levi's. They're pretty generic, so maybe we'd, you know, connect on that level, but I mean, I'd be quite surprised if you guys are wearing any of the other pieces that I was wearing as well. That'd be pretty wild. But maybe you have. Let me know what you were wearing in September of 2021 down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep doing these videos, keep doing more top 5 videos, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and of course, the best indicator you can give me is a subscribe to the channel. We're trying to aim for that new subscriber milestone of 3,095 subscribers. Hopefully with your guys' continuous support, we can reach that milestone before the end of October. But that's everything I have to say about my top 5 favorite pieces that I wore in September of 2021, guys. So until the next top 5 video, until the next Streetwear Talk video, until the next drop list video, I'll catch you later.